Imagine walking through a prehistoric forest during the late Jurassic period, dense with towering conifers and thick underbrush. You hear rustling in the distance, something massive moves through the foliage. Then you see it, Stegosaurus. This dinosaur wasn't absurdly huge by modern standards, but was indeed one of the largest herbivores of its time, reaching lengths of up to 9 meters. However, contrary to the passage, Stegosaurus did not go extinct prematurely. Rather, it lived around 150–155 million years ago and went extinct long before larger dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex appeared on Earth. What if I told you that around 150 million years ago, this plant-eater was a walking fortress? Covered in massive bony plates and sporting fearsome spikes on its tail, Stegosaurus would have been one of the most intimidating creatures in its Jurassic world. And yet, as terrifying as it looks, there's something even more shocking about it. Recent studies suggest that despite its imposing appearance, Stegosaurus had a relatively small brain for its size, with some suggesting an encephalization quotient lower than expected for a dinosaur of its stature. You need to hear this. Scientists once thought the plates of Stegosaurus were used for defense against predators or perhaps for regulating body temperature. But now, thanks to cutting-edge research, we know that Stegosaurus had a secret weapon, something that blows your mind. Those massive bony plates weren't just armor. They were covered in blood vessels and likely served as a display system during mating rituals. Think about it, this beast could have been flaunting its fitness in front of potential mates to attract the best partner. But here's the part that breaks me. Stegosaurus wasn't just some slow, lumbering dinosaur. It was surprisingly agile for its size, thanks to strong hind legs that allowed it to move relatively quickly. And let's be honest, those plates were like a billboard on its back. Imagine trying to sneak up on something like this when every inch of its body screams, "Stay away." But wait, there's more. Scientists discovered that Stegosaurus had an incredible brain size disparity. Its brain was tiny compared to its massive body. However, it possessed ganglia near the base of its tail, which controlled movements in its dermal plates and spikes, helping it defend itself and communicate with rivals or predators. So while its primary brain was small, specialized neural clusters, enhanced its defensive and signaling capabilities. Now let's talk about something that might make you shiver. Stegosaurus had to deal with predators like Ceratosaurus and Torosaurus. Imagine this scene. A Ceratosaurus with its sharp teeth and powerful jaws staring down a fully grown Stegosaurus. That tail, it was a weapon of mass destruction. The spikes were designed to slash through flesh and bone, deterring any predator that dared get too close. But here's the eerie part, Stegosaurus wasn't just about defending itself. Scientists now believe these plates may have played a role in temperature regulation. Picture this, on a hot day, Stegosaurus would bask in the sun, warming up its blood vessels and releasing heat through those plates. On cooler days, it could hunker down to conserve warmth. It's like having an air conditioner built into your body. Now let's dive into something even stranger. Stegosaurus had a unique respiratory system. Like other large sauropods and theropods, Stegosaurus likely possessed an advanced avian-like lung structure with air sacs that extended beyond just the lungs, integrating them throughout its body cavity to enhance breathing efficiency and facilitate heat exchange. Imagine this, every breath it took was part of a sophisticated network designed to keep it cool and functioning efficiently. But here's the real mind-bender. Scientists are still figuring out exactly how these massive plates evolved. They think it started as small, bony structures on early stegosaur ancestors, gradually growing larger over generations. It's like watching a creature evolve distinctive features for display and thermoregulation, rather than purely defensive armor. Now let's talk about something that might make your skin crawl. Stegosaurus had an incredibly strong bite. Despite its large body, its skull was relatively small and weak compared to its neck muscles. But here's the kicker, those teeth were perfect for stripping leaves from branches. So while it couldn't crunch through bones like some predators, Stegosaurus could strip entire trees clean with just a few bites. However, it's important to note that Stegosaurus lived during the late Jurassic period, about 155–150 million years ago, in North America, and never shared its world with any of the dinosaurs mentioned for this scene. But here's where things get eerie. Stegosaurus went extinct around 145 million years ago at the end of the Jurassic period. It was one of the last survivors of that era, before dinosaurs evolved into new forms suited for the Cretaceous. Why? We don't know, but it's like watching a creature so perfectly adapted to its world vanish, as dramatic environmental changes swept across the globe, marking the dawn of a new chapter in dinosaur history. Now imagine standing beside a massive Stegosaurus fossil. You'd see those plates and spikes up close. These weren't just bones. They were part of an incredible organism living in a world that was alien yet eerily familiar. And as you look at them, there's this sense of loss, that we never got to know these creatures fully before they disappeared. Stegosaurus lived around 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic period, sharing its habitat with other remarkable dinosaurs like Allosaurus, but not coexisting with more recent giants such as Tyrannosaurus rex or Triceratops. But here's the twist: Stegosaurus isn't just a relic of the past. It symbolizes the profound changes that can occur in nature over geological timescales. Its extinction, alongside other Jurassic giants like Allosaurus and Brachiosaurus around 150 million years ago, serves as a reminder of Earth's capacity for dramatic environmental shifts. This ancient history underscores the importance of safeguarding our planet's biodiversity today to prevent future extinctions driven by human activities. And that brings us to an eerie conclusion. Stegosaurus wasn't just a dinosaur, it was a symbol of resilience and fragility. It adapted so well but vanished without much explanation. As you stand there looking at its fossil, you can't help but feel a chill run down your spine. This creature lived in the late Jurassic period, 155 to 150 million years ago, in a world that looked nothing like ours, yet we still have much to learn from it. So the next time you see an image of Stegosaurus or any dinosaur, remember this: they're more than just fossils. They're stories of survival and extinction spanning millions of years. And in those plates and spikes lies a silent message for us all, a reminder that even the most impressive creatures can vanish with no warning at all. Stegosaurus roamed during the late Jurassic period, around 150 million years ago, showcasing the incredible diversity and adaptations of prehistoric life long before its eventual disappearance. What if we could bring back Stegosaurus? Imagine it roaming free in its ancient Jurassic world, standing tall with its incredible plates and deadly tail spikes. While we can't see this magnificent creature today, its fossils tell a remarkable story of a dinosaur that once thrived over 150 million years ago. For now, we must content ourselves with the wonder and awe inspired by these prehistoric giants who walked our Earth long before humans appeared on the scene. Now here's what nobody tells you: Stegosaurus didn't just evolve armor, it evolved mystery. It's like looking at an ancient puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit anywhere else in the timeline, as it lived millions of years before iconic dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex. And yet, every time we learn more about it, we're left with even more questions. That's the thing about Stegosaurus. It's not just a dinosaur, but a gateway to understanding our own world's deep history and evolutionary paths. And here's one last mind-blowing fact. Scientists are still uncovering new fossils that challenge everything we thought we knew about Stegosaurus. So every time you think you understand this creature, something new comes along to shake your worldview. It's like an endless game of cat and mouse between us and the past, revealing more about how these incredible dinosaurs lived during the late Jurassic period over 150 million years ago. But here's what it all boils down to. Stegosaurus wasn't just a dinosaur. It was a symbol of the power and fragility of life on Earth during the late Jurassic period, tilde 155-150 MYA. Its plates weren't just armor but possible displays for species recognition or thermoregulation, offering us glimpses into another era. These structures remind us that even the most impressive creatures can vanish without warning. And as we stand there looking at its fossilized remains, we're left with an eerie sense of both wonder and loss. So the next time you see a Stegosaurus in a museum or on TV, remember this: these aren't just bones, they're stories of survival from an era long past, wrapped up in a world both alien yet eerily familiar to our own. And in those plates and spikes lies a silent message for us all, a haunting reminder that even the most impressive creatures can disappear into history's shadows. Imagine walking through a late Jurassic forest some 150 million years ago, and suddenly spotting something towering above the trees, massive bony plates gleaming in the sun like metallic sails. This animal, Stegosaurus, was so large and strange that it challenges our understanding of life back then. But here's the kicker: those plates weren't just for show or defense. They likely played a crucial role in regulating body temperature, making this dinosaur one of nature's most fascinating thermal engineers. Scientists once thought Stegosaurus used its plates as a cooling system, But recent studies suggest that these bony structures were likely brightly colored and vibrant, serving in mating displays or territorial disputes. Imagine a dinosaur strutting around with vivid hues, trying to outshine its rivals. This colorful display highlights the complex social behaviors of dinosaurs beyond mere survival instincts. And let's talk claws. While many focus on the spikes at the tail, Stegosaurus's front legs also had some nasty little hooks. Imagine getting caught by one of those when you were just a curious herbivore poking your head in for a snack. It would be like hitting a wall lined with sharp teeth. The real mind-bender, though. Stegosaurus was smart enough to use its brainy plates and spikes, yet it lived in a world teeming with other terrifying predators like Allosaurus. While Rex would not appear on the scene until millions of years later, Stegosaurus was holding its own, using its unique armor to outwit and outlast its contemporaries. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. While Stegosaurus is primarily known from North American fossils, its relatives, such as Kentrosaurus from Africa and Chujungasaurus from Asia, indicate that Stegosaurians were a widespread group during the late Jurassic period across different continents. This suggests that these armored dinosaurs were well adapted to diverse environments, thriving far beyond just one region. So next time you look at a Stegosaurus, remember this: a creature so bizarre and magnificent that it challenges our understanding of prehistoric life. Living around 150 million years ago in the late Jurassic period, Stegosaurus thrived in what is now North America, adapting to its environment with unique features like its iconic plates and spikes. These distinctive structures weren't just leftovers from an ancient age. They're relics from a planet where survival was a constant battle for dominance against formidable predators of its time, such as Allosaurus. And when you see those fossils, take a moment to realize what's missing. Those plates are silent now, but once upon a time they were alive and vibrant, serving as striking displays in their prehistoric world. That's the magic and tragedy of Stegosaurus, reminding us that even the most awe-inspiring creatures can be just a whisper away from extinction. What if one day we discover another dinosaur just as fascinating and unusual as Stegosaurus? What would this discovery mean for our understanding of ancient ecosystems and the diversity of life on Earth? And that's why every time I see those plates, they're more than just bones. They're a silent scream across the ages, a reminder to marvel at life's strangest creations like Stegosaurus, which roamed North America during the late Jurassic period 150 million years ago while they lasted. What?